Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
Hey everybody, I can't believe we're already on the 17th of October. I don't know where time has been going. It was a crazy week last week. I don't know if y'all felt there was a eclipse this past Saturday. Absolutely amazing, but crazy funky energy going around for sure. And I actually had a decent weekend. My kids are all home, and they were staying up in a wedding for another daughter of mine from another mother. And I was able to attend that, and it was just a lot of positives all weekend. So I hope you guys all had positive weekends as well. So I want to say hi to everybody, and I'm just going to start at the top of the list. Hi, Vic. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Kat. I hope you're well. Hi, Jessica. La 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 la. Margaret's here. Hi, Michelle Keene. How are you? Wow, Michelle, how are you? I haven't talked to you or seen you in a long time. I'm okay, Presh. How are you? I hope you're well. Yeah, just so y'all know, there's like, I'll actually be addressing this on another live, but not for reads or anything later this week. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that is just not good, and it's like chaos all over the place, and hatred and war and just ugliness. So hopefully you guys will be able to sit here for a little bit and maybe get some positives and kind of break away from that little bit of chaos that's out there. And it's just getting so hard to deal with some days. I know even for myself, and I'm sure many of you also feel like that. I don't know if I showed you guys this one or not, but I had finished another pot. And this one is one of my favorites. I don't even know if I'm actually going to sell this one because I kind of like it a lot. And I don't usually like a lot of my work. So not that I don't like it, but I'm done with it. And that's my connection with it. This one, for some reason, is yelling at me. So let's see. All right, Cheryl, you're going to be first up on the block. Let me take the cards out a little bit here. And I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit. And then let's do some reads, okay? All right, Miss Cheryl. Let's see what we've got for you today. Mango and Pip are in their cage. Didn't let them out. The toddler's locked up in his cage because Mulan is sleeping on the floor. I didn't want to bug her because I'd have to lock her out if I let the other birds out. Mango's not happy about that, but that's okay. All right, so let's see what I got for you, Cheryl. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So your card today is the horse. Horses, man, I'll tell you, I had 12. Taylor and we had 12 of them at the farm when we had the farm. Amazing energy. They're so loving and caring, and they really have emotions, just like humans do. They get attached to people and each other, and they create a family. This is kind of what I'm seeing right now with you. It's about the creation of the family. I love how they just kind of lead me into these little stories. Okay, so usually horse represents either in the barn or out in the field and the gate's wide open. But this is different. For you today, it is about creating that family that's around you. As I said, when the horses stay together, we had 12, we had 3 foals born within this herd. They became and bonded as a family. We had the stud that was there. He was the man of the group. And then all the other ones, plus they follow order, like alphas, and then they go down the line. And he had his mate that kept him calm and happy and all that good stuff. And then they had another like second in command mare. And they structured this for themselves, right? So this is kind of about family, and it's about who you choose to be within your family. And they're also like what I'm being shown is like the matriarch. You're the matriarch. You're the alpha female in this particular group, but it's the ones that you want to place inside it and the ones that you need to set on the outside of the fence, right? Of the fences or the gates or the spiritual circle, however you want to respond to that. But this is important that you keep this circle of family very tight at this time. Yeah, and you got to make sure. Okay, and so again, they're showing me this. The head mare, my lead mare, and my stud. The lead mare was the one that ran the roost, right? She made sure everybody was checked and put in place if they stepped out of their place, or they'd have squabbles between each other. And believe me, horses can have squabbles, and they can get really mean. And she would come in and she would take care of it and tell them all enough. And this is kind of what I'm seeing for you right now. So you've got this tight knit circle around you, and these are the people that are engaging, but you're choosing them as family. You're choosing them to be the closest to you, and you're helping to protect. Just know that this is right at this time, because I also feel that outside influences will be trying to kind of infiltrate, is a word they're using, into, and it kind of gets people sometimes just stuck on stupid, right? They're not thinking about others. They're only thinking about their agendas, and this is what I'm being shown. So you're going to be asked to step up, but you're the alpha, okay? You're the alpha female, and you need to set everybody and make them toe the line. Especially true this week for some reason. Closer you get to the weekend, and it's like you'll know what is meant by this as it starts to occur, so you're kind of going to be able to nip it in the bud. Okay, so that is your card for today, and that's kind of cool. And it's the horse. And again, I hope that resonates for you. But that's the first time I've seen them explain this to me in this way. So they also know the horses were part of us, part of Taylor, part of me, and they were an extension of our family. So I always tell people, watch nature. Watch the creatures of the world, how they act, how they respond, how their emotions can change, just like humans. And we'll learn a lot from them. So, Cheryl, I hope that made sense to you and resonated with you. And God bless. I love having you here always. Hi, Vic. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well. Let's see. I will shuffle some cards for you. Yeah, if you guys are kind of feeling off with the energy, especially if you're really sensitive to stuff, you're going to want to make sure that you kind of unplug every day for a little bit, because there's a lot of yuck out in the world right now. And it's not fun and it's not pleasant. All right, here we go. Vic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, so your card today is a crocodile. Okay. Okay, so the words that came to right away was steadfast. You need to put yourself in a mode, or you're in a mode currently. Crocodiles and alligators have this really tough skin. They're very formidable opponents. Okay, so like when there's not much that can take down a gator, an elephant can, but literally, and so can hippos. But for the most part, the alligators have this really tough outer skin, and they have antibiotics within their own body systems that help to heal. So this is kind of a twofold message for you. It's about having that tough skin that you need. It's not to protect others, it's to protect yourself. And okay, so they're also telling me to make sure that you know that you need to put that armor up and put that armor on, because the outside world, even if it's the close circle that you have, is going to be very unpredictable, very emotional. And again, this might be the message of the day. There's going to be a lot of people out in the community, even that are stuck on stupid. All right. It's like they follow the rabbit hole down. Don't do that. Don't follow the rabbit hole. Keep yourself protected by caring for yourself and doing what's best for you. Not what's best for others, but what's best for you. You have everything you need in your toolbox, as I always say, that proverbial toolbox, to be able to take care of whatever issues pop up. But you need to protect yourself right now. And it's not from people necessarily that are close to you or around you. It's generally because what kind of energy is out in the world. And if you allow that in, you'll tend to go down that rabbit hole into a dark place. And you don't want to do that. You need to stay yourself lifted up. So it's almost like, and what they're showing me is they're going around like, you ever see, when we were kids anyway, they had them, like coloring books, right? Or paper dolls they used to have. And there were pages in this book, and you would get to cut the doll out, and then you could dress it. But you had to cut all the clothes out. And this is what they're saying. You have to cut around yourself to be able to, and not literally cut yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But you need to cut yourself out like a paper doll and pull yourself back in and take care of you. If you allow all these outside influences, it's going to throw you off balance, and you're not going to like where it leads you. So make sure you protect yourself, and you need to protect yourself first so that you can be there for your immediate circle, your immediate, whoever you've got in that sacred circle. So if you do that, you'll be good. I know it's going to be hard. It's hard for me right now, emotionally, with the stuff in the world. Even this morning, I clicked on the news a little bit. We have situations going on in our government, and it was literally making me feel like almost like PTSD of what's coming down the pipe, or what could come down the pipe, right? So make sure you do that, step back and take care of you. And remember, you've got everything you need to stay balanced and stay protected. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the crocodile. I hope it resonates for you, Vic. Good to see you here too. Ooh, okay, we're gonna go down the list. La 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 la. Woo! It's going down. Okay, we got a Facebook user. I'm not sure who it is. This is Hi Bear. So whoever that is, put your name in there if you want to read. Oh, well, I'm glad she's home. That's always a good thing, right? That's always a good thing. Hi, Natalie Pfeiffer. Yeah, I'll keep her in my thoughts and prayers too, Michelle. Okay, so here you go. And I'm sure this is in one of the groups. Okay, I don't know why it does this, but I would love to give you a card. But whoever it is, and I'm imagining it's probably in the Wolf and the Bear. So just put your name in front of that, and I'll get that for you. Okay, I'll read you soon. Hi, Hawk. How are you? Yep, I'll get you a card. Hang on. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Yeah, the birds are going nuts. We had this weekend when the kids were home for the wedding. It was kind of amusing because ever since I put my painting up, I don't know. I think I've had it out there enough. I think you guys have seen it. Hang on one second. And let me see. Nope, I don't have it up here anymore. I did a new painting, and the painting is actually of St. Francis. I'm sorry, my brain's not working. I'm trying to do two things at once. And ever since I hung it to dry, it's been interesting because I hung it in my room, and all the activity is now happening outside my room. So it's almost like protection. And when the kids were here, they were knocking on the other bedroom door and kind of freaked everybody out a little bit. So yeah, I have a knocker in the house right now. So that's always fun. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, okay. I love this creature. They are actually very fascinating, and they get really scared easily. And this is your card today. It's the skunk. And literally, the first words that came to when I saw that is defensive. Defensive. You need to be defensive. And that's what happens with the skunks out in the wild. They only will flare up and spray if they're defending and literally are kind of like cornered, because otherwise they won't bother you. They'll stay away from you. And this is more about being on the defensive right now. And again, I feel that a lot of what's going on today in the world is affecting all of us. So this is about you keeping stuff back and at bay from you. So it's just events that are going around, negative people that are going around. You need to be defensive. So you need to kind of get that, like the skunk does with its tail. You need to make sure your boundaries are correct and you know what you're doing. I feel that there's going to be a lot of people over the next course of probably like a couple months at least that are going to be so affected by things that are happening globally that they're going to kind of get a little bit rattled and maybe be more sporadic with what good things they do compared to the stuff that's kind of linked to crazy. Okay, and somebody just walked in front because I'm all blurred again. There we go. Thank you. And it's like specifically for you, Natalie, is like they're saying defend the lines, right? So there's going to be, I almost want to say, okay, so it's like I'm not sure why you're defending though. It's you're defending yourself is what they're showing me. And again, I don't think it's going to come out of left field, so you're not going to expect it. But don't go on the offensive with it. Defend from it. Deflect. Okay. Don't get involved in that drama. But once they see your defenses, they won't push it anymore with you. But I do feel this is kind of close to you. And it's just going to be like sporadic and unexpected. And just make sure, again, don't go on the offensive. Don't get in and start engaging with the negativity that these people have, or don't go in and engage because they're really unbalanced. And it's not that they're typically unbalanced, it's just they're not grounded right now. And there's just, like I said before, everybody's going down these crazy rabbit holes. You don't need to do that. Stand in who you are and just put that defensive mechanism around you and you'll be fine, okay? So that is the card of the day for you, Miss Natalie, and I hope it resonates for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the birds are a lot today. They're happy. Mom's in the room. I had something as I'm shuffling for talk here. This weekend when the kids were home, they had come home between the ceremony and the reception, and there was a few hours in between. So they came home and they were all standing in the kitchen, leaning on the counter, sitting in the counter chairs. And I was working on my computer. I had something, a client or something popped up, and I had to take care of it. And I got up and I turned around, and all of a sudden I was like, "Where's the bird?" Like he wasn't here. He wasn't under the bed. I'm like, "Hey guys, have you seen?" They go, "Oh yeah, he's in here. He was in with the big kids. He wanted like a little toddler walking around their feet and stuff and laughing and trying to get them to pick him up." And it was pretty cute. I wish I had thought of taking a video of it, but yeah, he was hanging out with them in the kitchen for about 15 minutes, walking around their feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm always excited. I'm always excited when the birds are happy in here. It's a good feeling. All right, so your card, okay, and I'm being told, look at the face, Hawk. Look at the face. Okay, looking at you like I got eyes on you, right? And this is okay. So I mean, I'm teasing about it because they do. These emus and ostrich, they are intense birds. But what they're showing me is they're making me tell you you need to look in yourself in the mirror and realize you're good enough. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I love this guy that's looking back at me. I care about this guy that's looking back at me. Because what's happening is you're not doing that and you're always putting yourself last. Well, Hawk, if you put yourself last, you're not going to have anything to give back to other people, right? You're not going to be able to assist them. You're not going to be able to engage with them because you're not taking care of you. And I don't necessarily mean physically. This is all about emotion. Okay, so this is about you diving deep into who you are and accept that you're a great man, that you're worthy of love, and that you love yourself. We all do stuff. I get that. We're not perfect, but we are perfect in being imperfect. Yeah, because we're unique, and that's what you are. And we're all unique. We're that unique soul. But they're telling me you need to look in the mirror, and it's very intense, and it's like you're missing out on so much because you're putting yourself last. Okay, so that is your card today, Hawk, and it is the emu. I hope that resonates for you, son. I love you. Okay, hi, Tammy. Yes, you can. I will. Oh, good. I'm glad, Cheryl. I'm really glad. That's awesome. Okay, so let me get Tammy. So yeah, it's so many times people put themselves last. They don't take care of themselves. And we have to take care of ourselves in order to be there for others. And it doesn't mean you have to be there for everybody. It means you need to be there for yourself and your chosen people, right? Your ride or dies. Okay, Tammy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And if you hear the clanging, that's Miss Pip. She's mad because I'm not letting her out too, and she's got her metal spoons and she's shaking them. So sorry, guys. All right, there you go. Your card today is the scarab. Okay, so scarabs are actually deep, deep, deep in old lore, and especially Egyptian lore and Egyptian history. And when you go to a jeweler, even nowadays, they'll have a piece that's really big, like a stone set in silver. Usually it's silver. And they're called scarabs because they're big and they're the shape of a scarab beetle. What the scarab brings out, though, and we're in this fall season, right, where we're getting ready for winter. So what the scarab is bringing through for you is you need to clean out all the stuff that is done, all the stuff that you don't want to deal with anymore. It's over. Pushing it back, and all the old stuff that you've been dragging forward with you for years, you need to sit honestly and look at it all and clean out all that stuff, cut ties with it, let it go back out to the universe to return to you as positive, right? Positive energy, positive opportunities. But you got to do that deep cleanse, and you got to do it before winter begins. Because once winter begins, if you're dragging stuff forward and you have too much and you haven't done the work, you're going to carry it into the springtime, and that's not going to be any good, because you need to start cleaning it out and then reseeding in this period just prior to winter, so that the new things that your new goals, the things you want to reach, or things you want to do, or the people you want to get to know, will be able to happen, because you've cleaned all this out and left room for new memories, new goals, new objectives, new people, new situations. And it's really important you do that before you go into that winter month, because like seeds from a tree or a plant, they drop all their seeds, like with their leaves and stuff. Like I've got an oak tree next door spitting out acorns. It's like walking on a field of marbles. And I got another one, the maple tree on the other side, that had been losing all the helicopter seeds, right? So they all go down to the ground. And what it is they're trying to continue their life, their strain of tree, right? And then the winter comes in, the snow and the water sit on top of it, and it generates those seeds to start to grow, so that by summer you have all this new growth, or spring you have all this new growth coming up. And this is what they want you to do. The stuff that you are pulling forward with you, just cut it loose, with love. Just let it go. We can remember stuff in the back, but you don't need to deal with it anymore. You don't need to look at it and say, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, or man, I'm really upset about what happened with it. I hate when I do that. And I finally learned about 20 some years ago now, but I finally learned you just got to let it go, because we can't step back in time to change any of it. We just know what we've learned from it, good, bad, or indifferent. And you cut all that gone, and you allow yourself to become. You allow yourself to be. You allow yourself the positive growth into whatever it is that comes next, the next part of your story. So you want to get rid of the old stuff and bring in the new, and that's your card, and it's Scarab. I hope it resonates, and thank you so much for stopping in today. I really appreciate it. And you have a good week. All right. All right, we're going to go down a little bit. Okay, what's this? Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, I'm glad. Then you know you're doing what you need to do. Good deal. I'm glad you are, Vic. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, Nat, the energy is really off. And to be honest with you, when this started a couple weeks ago, it was like beginning to really be off. When all the Mideast tensions and stuff that happened over there, and the war in the Ukraine, and just a lot of crazy stuff with people too. Even people here, we've got political stuff going on. We've got hate. We've got rioting. We've got all kinds of negative, and it's hard to balance. And what people don't realize is, especially people who are empaths, or they're what I call sensitives, right, to different energy, we're feeling it in a very different way than the people that are committing all this chaos. So you have to remember to take that time for yourself and step outside, even when it's cold. Take a couple deep breaths in and let yourself ground. Stand on the earth and ground. And we're going to get to a point where we're going to have to do this daily, because we need to be the beacons of positives, the beacons of light, so we can shadow out, get rid of all the shadows from the chaos and the negativity that's going on. It's going to be like a battle. And I've talked about this for a while now. It's yin, yang, dark, light, all the opposites, war, peace. It's all this that's going on, turmoil now in the world. And I do mean globally. And it's affecting everything. So we have to take care of ourselves. And I'm sorry to say, I feel it's going to get worse before it does get better. So just make sure, Natalie, that you and everybody else listening today take that time to step out and know you're not crazy, because you're feeling that negative energy, and it is crushing. It is very impactful. So we just need to push our way through it, and we are capable of doing it. First of all, the people that are noticing that energy, you notice it because you're capable of counteracting it. So make sure you take care of yourself right now. It's very important. It's very important to ground. And unfortunately, other than sending out healing and prayer, there's not a whole lot most of us I can do other than to support positives in our life and support the positive people in our life. So it's a rough way to go. Absolutely. Hi, Christy. Yeah, sure. I can give you a card. Hi, Cindy Pinkham's here. Rihanna, you're here. Hi, I hope you're well. All right, let's see what I can get for you today. Oh, okay, well, cards are a fumbling today. Hang on. They didn't want to do nothing. That's interesting. I actually had an issue finding this deck today. I was like, where the heck is it? I always put it in one spot, and it just wasn't there. And I finally found it somewhere I would never have put it. So I'm not sure how it got there. Maybe the knocker on the door. All right, here you go, Christy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the card for you is kind of what I was talking about just now. It's the earth, okay? As humans, we walk, obviously, on the earth. It's a gift. The earth is a gift to us. She allows us to use the things that she can provide for us, but we have to learn that respect back to replace those energies or those things that need to be put back for the next 7 generations that'll be coming in to experience what we do on good caretaking. That's what we have to do. And what I'm seeing for you literally is caretaking. But it is more about, again, like whoever I just said about, talked about, was it's about caring for self, because we need to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of the planet, the world globally. We need to make a positive impression on the world that is close and around us. And right now, what I'm seeing is you need to ground. You need to take time and kind of push away. Okay, don't take this as a negative. They're kind of saying push it away as all these trivial things, these things that are happening that we may get upset about. You know, like if I would go into a shop and I'll take this for example. I went grocery shopping the other day, and I actually got a jar of sweet pickles. And I haven't had pickles in a long time. I don't even know why I wanted them, but I grabbed them, and they were just this short little sweet gherkins, right? I got home and I opened it. All of them inside, even though the can or the lid popped, all of them inside were mush. Okay, now I could get really angry about that, but basically it's a very small thing in my world, right? So this is what they're telling you. Don't focus so much on all these little small incidences. And we all get them. We get them during the day. I get them. Sometimes I get them because I get up and the cat's get me up and the birds are going crazy and I don't want to get up. But those are those little things in life, right? And in the scope of things, they're not what's important. So they want you to go out and ground yourself and bring yourself to some positive aspects that can be brought into your life. Don't look at things with the glass half full. Look at it, or half empty. Look at it as the glass is half full. And it's very easy to flip that and say, oh, well, yeah, here's my glass and it's half empty. What am I going to do with that? But then again, I'm looking at it and say, hey, wow, my glass is half full. I've got more water here that I can use to drink. Okay, so they want you to not be so trivial about these little tiny nuances that happen, because they happen. And, you know, yeah, they piss us off. And sometimes they kind of screw with our days, right? But don't bother and don't waste energy on them. They want you to start beginning to look at the world as the glass half full. And if you do that and you ground yourself, things will get better for you. But what happens is we dwell on all these little negatives, and then it becomes a big negative, and it takes us to that place of thinking everything is against us, everything that happens is negative. But you need to open to look and begin looking at the things that are the positives that you need in your life. Okay, so there you go, Miss Christy Wilkinson, and I hope that resonates for you. Well, I hope you're doing well, Miss Cindy and Miss Rihanna. I hope you're doing well. All right, I'm going to go down a little bit lower here. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, I can do a card for you. Absolutely, I can. Oh, I'm working on another painting. I'm going to shuffle cards here for you, Joyce. I'm working on the second painting I'm almost done with, and hopefully I'll have it finished maybe even by tonight if I'm lucky, and I'll let y'all see that in the course of over this week at some point. And yeah, it's interesting painting, that's what I will say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so for you, Miss Joyce, today it's the Komodo dragon. Okay, the Komodo dragon is actually extremely prehistoric. It is a land dragon. It is believed to be the lineage of the dragons that used to be in the old world. Yeah, that flew, that did things. They can run 35 miles per hour, and they will kill whatever it is they catch up to. They are a huge predator. And this is who you've got circling around you right now as a guardian. Okay, hang on. So annoyance, that's what the word that they just gave me is, annoyance. There's something that's going on and it's annoyance to you. It's very annoying, and I want to say it's coming from people that are not related to you, that are not really worthy of engagement. In other words, it's like people that you may run into or come across, or they step over your world. They kind of bleed over a little bit into your world, and it's just not what they're doing. It doesn't resonate with you. It doesn't make you feel anything good. And they're saying that's fine. And again, the Komodo dragon is there to protect and take it to another level for you. So it will help you push back the negatives that are going on around you, around whatever is going on. And they want you to stay safe and secure. And they keep saying safe and secure. It's almost like they don't want you going out a lot into public, like the public, like the general public. Like for me the other day, going into this wedding ceremony that I went to, it was outside, and I went, and there was only maybe 40 people at the ceremony. I did not go to the reception. Too many people. My physicalities aren't that great. The important part for me was seeing my kid from another mother, see her get married and see her become who she's becoming, and now as a wife and a partner. So these are the things they want you to focus on, are the good things, you know. And like I said, when I went to the store, there was just stuff, and I had to keep pushing it back, just negatives, and you can feel almost the negative energy just dripping off of people. So they want you to kind of minimize that kind of exposure for self right now until we get into those winter months. So just take care of you, do the necessities that you need to do, but know that you can call on this Komodo to assist you. And look up the Komodo dragon and learn its habits and how it is, and you'll understand, and it'll be more relatable for you as to what characteristics and what things it's going to be teaching you. Okay, so take care of yourself, be careful, guarded, right? Just don't let it bleed over into your world, and listen to what you're hearing from inside, from that pure divine self, right, of who we are at our core. And that's your card today, and I hope that makes sense for you and resonates, and it's the Komodo dragon. I love you, Joyce. Thanks for popping on. Hi, yes, please? Does that mean, I love it. Does that mean you want a card? Absolutely. No, Roni, it's not too late. I can get you a card. I'm going to be here for a while yet. I got another half hour at least. All right, so Bobby, let's see what I can get for you. It's been really interesting for me over the past couple weeks. I've had a lot of divine interaction happen with me when I finished, St. Francis's his painting, and just other things that have been happening. And by the divine, I mean the divine energies of whoever is in charge of the universe, God, Creator, what people call saints, what people call angels, what people call as Christ, Jesus Christ. It's all that energy, and that energy is on a very different level than normal, and it's very strong. So there's been a lot going on, and I think a lot of it is because of the chaos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's cool. Getting a lot of different cards today. All right, so here you go. Your card today is the Tiger. Okay, so, all right, so, okay, so you want to think about how the Tiger, okay, how the Tiger is in the wild compared to how the Tiger is in, say, a sanctuary or a zoo. Sanctuaries are much better because they're still able to stay as free roaming, right? What I'm seeing right now is a tiger caught pacing back and forth, and it's caged. And it's just keeping walking back and forth. As it's walking back and forth, it's building up that anger and that rage, it not being able to live its own life the way it's supposed to. And to me, this is kind of being representative of what's something that's going on with you right now, and you're pacing back and forth with this tiger. And it's almost like you feel you're kind of penned in, and there's not very many choices for you to be able to make this feeling go away. And what they're doing is telling me you need to step into your own power and own it, and it's okay. Everybody else does not have to agree with our choices. We are responsible for our choices, and only we are for our own choices. How we act, how we react, who we choose to, be around or have in our sacred space. But I'm feeling that there's a situation that's kind of feeling like you're stuck. But I see this tiger pacing back and forth, back and forth. So the thing is, you have to unlock that and take yourself and put yourself where you need to be. And that's all 100% right. You need to take care of you. Okay, doesn't matter what other people think. They can think it, but that's their stuff. And if they're not behind you with choices and things that you do or want to do or who you want to be, then you need to open that door and tell them, get out of my way. I'm being me. You go be you. And don't feel the guilt. And if you have to push them to the outside of your sacred circle, and your sacred circle, if you haven't been here, is everybody and everything that we hold near and dear. And we hold them there. It can be family. It can be people we consider family. It doesn't have to be blood. Okay. It means that's what's important to us. And that is what our soul core of who we are has in with us. Okay. That we watch and we take care of and we engage with. Okay. And if they're not doing that, that means they're not resonating with you. That means you go into that sacred circle and you put them on the outside of your boundaries and say, with love, but not right now. And you need to know that, and you need to own that. And I keep seeing this tiger going back and forth with you, walking back and forth. You're the only one that can open the gate to let yourself out. So do what you need to do, but do it for you. And if other people don't agree with it, shame on them. And again, not their business, not their responsibility. You're only responsible for yourself. They're responsible for themselves. Okay? So this is the choice that you have going on, and I hope it resonates for you, but it really is strong. Okay? So your card, Bobby, and thanks for stopping on today. I really appreciate it, and I hope it resonated for you. Okay. Yes, I am glad it did. I love you too. Nope. I can. Oh, Gay. Okay, yeah, Gay. I can get you a card. I'll pull you, Gay Miller. I will pull you a card. Let me get Roni first. Ronnie or Roni? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that and not know the correct pronunciation, so I apologize. Let's see what I can get for you, and then I'll do a card for Miss Gay Miller. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, you get the card you get is good, and everybody here will tell you he's actually sleeping in the cage, which is really, this is Mango, but it's the parrot. Yeah, look, Mango, it's you. Look, who's this? Who's this, bud? Yep, you see, he hears, he sees it. Okay, so Mango, he's the same way, but parrots represent communication, and okay, so what they're showing me is not you being able to communicate to somebody else. It's about somebody else not communicating to you that should be, or they are communicating with you, but it's not truthful. It's like how they want you to view a situation or something that's going on, and you're not getting the full picture of it. So you kind of need to a little bit to step back, and if you want to continue engaging with whatever this is or whoever this is, you need to ask more questions that they can answer, but they have to answer it truthfully. And when they answer, you'll be able to tell. But it is definitely a communication issue. And I want to say it's almost like somebody that wants to get close to you or closer to you, but they're not telling you everything. They're not giving you truths. They're giving you like what's going on with them, how they feel, not what the situation actually calls for. So, Roni, I would say, make sure you ask the right questions with whoever this is, and it is all about communication. And if you want that and you accept what they give you as their truths, I guess would be a way to put it, then that's up to you how you react or act to it. But it's definitely a communication issue, but it's on their side. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, and thanks for popping in. Yes, you're welcome, Michelle. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, all right, so we're going to mix these babies up a little bit. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, this is a fall card. Your card today is the elk. And vocalization is a lot about what elk are about. It's also about community because they're a herd. They travel in big herds, and they work as a community, just like a well-oiled community in real life for us and a human community. But what they're showing me is you've kind of stepped back in your role of whatever this is, and it's almost like you shut the door to something. So the communication is not as clear as it needs to be that's coming in for you because you've shut a door, and you have so much to offer, and they want you to, and they keep doing this with my throat, they want you to be able to speak your truths, and not to leave that behind, because it's very important what you bring to the table, because it's important so that it assists other people that are in similar situations or afraid to step outside of their comfort zone. And again, they're showing me the elk, and it's bellowing, and they're very loud. They're very big animals, but they take care of each other. And it's almost like you step back so that your circle got really, really small, compared to what it was heading to, which was broader. And you have to trust in your own power, your own self, your own purpose, and trust that you're good enough. Because what they're saying, it's like almost a feeling that you step back and it's not something you want to discuss. So you just kind of have pulled back from everything that was going that way. And remember not to compare yourself to others, because when you do that, you kind of diminish your light. So you need to get up and start looking in the mirror and, yeah, talk to yourself. I do all the time. I always laugh. I'm having a staff meeting. People say, who are you talking to? I'm having a staff meeting, right? I'm talking to all the spirit around me. I wish they could pick up a broom or a mop and do their stuff here as much as they communicate, right? So this is what I'm being told for you. You need to stand into your own power. And it's unique, and it's not going to be able to be compared to anyone. It's not going to be able to be compared like with me or any of your other friends. It's who you are as a unique person that brings a unique perspective to the table and to the conversation. And you need to be able to do that and be who you're meant to be. And yeah, step up to the plate, because that's what it's all about today with you. It's the elk, and it's all about that communication. All right, I love you, and thanks for popping on, Miss Gay. All righty, you're welcome. You are welcome. All right, I'm going down. Hiya, Fia. Yeah, you haven't been here in a little bit, huh? I don't remember. Maybe you were, but I don't remember you being here for a little bit. So good to have you here today. Let's see what I can pull for you. Okay, so before I even get a card, I'm showing a lot of chaos around. They're showing me a lot of chaos around you. Like, it's weird. It's like almost like you feel like you're being threatened, or almost like you're not safe to be who you are as an individual. That's how you're feeling. I guess maybe a feeling of anxiety would be a way to put it, maybe. Okay, so let's see what card I get for you. That's funny, though, that I come in early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, frog. I don't know if you see me on Facebook, but I have been, for whatever reason, frogs have been showing up all over the place, and they're very unique. Every frog is different, and they're not toads, they're frogs. Toads are a whole different creature. So the frog comes in, and again, it's bringing me to this. Any frog that you see with this kind of bright color has a toxin on their skin, and this is what I'm seeing. And I don't know if that's the chaos or anxiety that's around you. I'm not really sure, but I feel it's like a fraction of people, like a fraction of people that maybe be making you feel unsafe. I just keep seeing like wrapped around you. Okay, but the frog is the center, and the frog is with you. So it's all about, again, like some of the other people today, standing in your own power and owning it. You don't need to be afraid of who you are. Frog is also a cycle. Talk about cycles where they start out as the eggs, and then they, hatch, and they get tails, and then they start getting legs, and then they lose the tail and become the frog. They're also, frogs are land and water. So this is about you being very competent at whatever this is. This is about you being able to push negatives away from you, but you need to own it. Like so many of us out here right now, we're like, wow, what's going to happen? There's different situations going on globally. What happens if this is around me, right? You need to stand in who you are, because you are a powerful being within your own beliefs and your own way of life, right? But I keep seeing somebody trying to smack you down, like stepping on you, like, stop. You're not important. You don't have to add to this, whatever it is, but you are, and you need to show them you are, and stand in your own power. And whoever's doing this, or whoever's around you saying this, or situation that's around you, screw them. Okay, stand up for who you are. You don't have to agree with them because they're trying to push it down on you. Agree to whatever, only if it's right to you. And this is what it's about today for you. It's about using yourself to push away the stuff you don't need because you have everything in your toolkit to get you through whatever it is. We walk for ourselves. We don't walk because other people tell us this is how we walk. This is 2023, and we need to step up as people. We need to step up, and this is what they're telling you. Own it and let them all go where they need to go, but don't bring them back into your situation. Okay, so that's your card today, the Frog, and I hope it resonates. Very, very loud about, I almost feel like it's demographically where you live. I just feel like pressure, pressure, pressure. So be careful and just do you, basically. Do you. Okay, gonna go down the list, tell a little bit. All right, thank you, Vic. Appreciate it. The kids will put you on the board. Okay, now I'm gonna put this up again. Here is somebody else that's probably over in the Wolf and the Bear group. Just do it again and put your name in the beginning. If it is, it might be somebody I know, but I need a name so I know what I'm focusing on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Scorpio makes it even worse. So yeah, you're right on target with that. So, hi Panda, how are you? Good to see you. Sure, I can get you a card. Absolutely 100%. I'll give you a card. All right, let us see what I can get for you, Panda. I hope things are well for you. Tell Steve I said hi. Okay, let's see what I've got. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, this for you is financial. This is the koi. And literally before I even flip the card, they say financial. Okay, so the koi in Asian culture represents many different things. Each color represents every different thing. And the koi that I chose was a very well balanced koi. So it had a little bit of everything. So this is about you, but it's also about finance, that things will remain solid. They won't go up, but they're not going to go down. So the base is right where it is, will continue to flow in. But when you look at things and say, oh man, how can I go through this again? I need, whatever. Or, oh wow, I don't want to do that. Or, or how much of that can I handle? Don't put it in those words, because what happens is the universe will imply that you are saying, well, let's find out how much you can handle. And they'll dump. And so when you get it, say, I'm thankful for whatever, and then project, I would like to do this in the upcoming month or week or whatever, however you want to put it. But right now, everything's balanced and it's level and it's grounded. So use that to your advantage and then put out new goals of positives for yourself. But this is definitely financial, but it's balanced. Okay. And I don't usually get a lot of financial hits when I do reads, but this is definitely one for you, and it's the koi, and it is good. It's almost like you've been questioning, do I need to do it? Do I need to stop for a while? Do I need to pause it? What do I need to do? So yeah. Okay, so I'm glad that makes sense. All righty. Okay, so let me cause my heart starlight will be resolved. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Send me an inbox message on my Facebook page there, and let me do that because I'm picking up on a few things. And is it her left leg? Let me know. And yeah, send it over to me on my business page, and I will get it. Okay, let's see. That's interesting. It's talking about it, so that's good. Hi, Malik. How are you? Okay, Malik. I appreciate you, but I believe I've even said this with you before. I can pull a card on what's going on in your life, but you'll only know if you're going to enjoy a date with somebody. I do not. I do not want to involve myself because that's all free choice, and um, that's not kind of that specifically talks to the work you need to do or an individual needs to do. You know, it's like, am I going to get a new job? Is this job going to be good? Well, it's all about choice and how we walk through it. So yeah, yep. All right, so yeah. See, yep. Well, that's confirmation for you. There you go. Hi, Kay. How are you? Yeah, you know, it's yeah, it's not great. Okay, I love you too, Rihanna. You take care. All right. All right. So let me go down a little bit more. Hi, Cindy. Okay. Yeah, it does, you know, and the thing is, Christy, it's a real easy trap to fall into. But I can guarantee you something, and it's actually really funny because I just put something out this past weekend, and it's already coming back in positive. And I was like reminded again, it's all about how we look at things and how we put things out to the universe. And if you do it the right way, it will resonate and it will come back in positive. So that's all. Yeah, those dragons are cool. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Sure, I can give you. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad. That makes me happy. Hi, Brianna. How are you? Oh, you know what, Brianna Lynn? You know, thanks for hijacking the feed. I really love when people do that. It's always exciting, right? Yeah, it's always exciting. So when you see these people jump on, guys, I'm just going to let you know. Don't respond to them because what happens is then your accounts get hacked. And take it from somebody who really knows that has done that in the past. And then they set up 5 more pages and they try to get in. I actually had, you guys can all laugh at this, man. I had J-Lo send me a friend request, and I was like, woohoo! Yeah, no. So you got to be careful with stuff and make yourself aware. Okay, so let me do this again. Okay. All right, Brenda, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, I just heard in my head, where's Presh? Presh, where are you? Okay, just that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so Brenda, your card today is the lizard. These little geckos are my favorite. I love them. They camouflage. They're brilliant. They're cute. When they hatch, they're very, very tiny. This is about, okay, they showed me that this particular lizard, this little gecko, lost its tail months ago, right? Like it broke off from whatever. But the new growth is coming back on. You're in a solid space right now, and you need to just keep moving forward that way. Because you're getting stronger, which they're showing me because the tail is growing back. So it's growing back and it grows back stronger. So whatever's going on with you right now is just blend in and let that healing come in and let that balance come in and quit pulling in things that you can't control. But by releasing stuff is what's going to help you maintain that positive balance. So just keep moving. When you put things out, again, this has been really important today. When you put things out to the universe, make sure your wording is right. And if it's something like, I can't have another month like that, I need it to be better this month, and then put out how much better you want it. But don't put the negatives in it, because what it does is it clouds it and it brings that negative back. And then your tail will pop off again and have to restart again. So make sure you put out what's supposed to be. Just go with the flow right now. And that's your card. It is the Lizard. Hope you're good. Okay, so, okay, I did clean it up. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Not sure who that is. You need to put your name in. Okay. No problem. No problem. I appreciate everybody who pops in. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if that's you, gay. Yeah. I can do that. Oh, I hope we're doing good, right? I hope we're doing good. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't think I had seen you in a while. I usually remember, and I'm like, right now, it's like, where is Presh? That's what I'm wondering where Presh is. Anybody seen Presh? Of course, I can give you a card. All right, hang on. Oh, Charlene. Okay, I see you. I will get you. You're welcome, Afia. All right, let's see what I can get here for you, my dear. Charlene, hang on. I'll get to you too. Don't worry about it, okay? All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, here you go. Shuffled 72 cards, and you also get the Lizard, okay? For you, though, let's see. Okay, so they're showing me the Lizard walking on the branch of the tree very carefully, making sure where its feet are being placed are the proper places so it won't fall. And geckos have these little suction cups on each one of their little, like, pads of their feet, right? And I don't know if you can see it on here or not. That right there. Oop, I always go backwards. Right there, they're little pads on their feet, right? So what this is telling me is whatever you're walking through right now on your path, whatever's going on with you, make sure you're careful to step where you need to by only saying what you should say. Make sure everything is correct from your end of it, and you can get through this, and it'll be very beneficial for you. But they're saying don't just run into it full blast with not knowing how to proceed forward. But if you're very conscious of how you do things and how you step forward or things that you're saying, everything will be to your benefit. And they're saying you do have everything you need to do this, whatever this is, but you need to remember you do and just slow down the excitement, because I feel like it's something that, I can look back 20 years ago or 40 years ago even, and I get so excited about something, I just go running head in, and I wasn't prepared for it. And this is what they're telling me. You need to be prepared for it, because that's what they're showing me. You need to walk through it, but walk with it in the knowledge that you know exactly where you're stepping to. Okay, so that's your card today, and I hope that resonates for you. It is the Lizard. Whew. Okay, I got you, Char. Hang on, let me get you one here. I see. All right, hang on. Okay, let me see. Hey, where's Tada today? I hope everything's good with Tada. Presh, you just disappeared on me. What the heck? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Somebody else got this card today too. Your card is the Horse. Okay, so the Horse for you. Okay, I told everybody a little bit ago what the horse kind of can represent. But what this one's representing is you've been cutting loose for quite a while now. Like you've been running through the fields, you've been out in the pastures, doing your thing, kicking your heels, like the horse, right? Just doing stuff. But what we're walking into in the next month or so ahead, you need to kind of shut the gate and you can go out into the pasture, but behind the gate, and you have to have access to the barn so that you can go into that shelter. So what I'm seeing right now is you need to kind of curtail all the extra stuff that you're doing and focus more on the you stuff and the people and things that you have in your sacred circle, which are the things that mean the most to you or the people that mean the most to you. And you need to take care of that, and you need to take care of yourself. We all need to start pulling back a little bit. And I hate to say it as the way they show it to me, but it's kind of like protecting ourselves from, again, globally what's going on. But you need to kind of bring it in and use that energy that you've been expanding to the universe to take care of self and be in the place that's secure with you, and make sure that you rebond with the people that are in that sacred circle. Because I feel like you've been running forever. Like they're showing me just like running, and then, oh yeah, whoa, I'll go check over here, and off you go over there, and then it's like, oh, I'll go over here. So whatever's going on, you need to kind of put yourself in behind that pasture fence and leave the barn door open so you can go in there as well, but you'll still have space, but you need to come back in and rope it in a little bit. Okay, so that's your card today. Oh, that's so funny. All right, I'm gonna go down a little bit. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll look at that in a while. Sometime later tonight, I'll look at it, okay? Okay. Okay. There, Presh. Presh, come on. Like, what the heck? Like, your family always like, where's Presh? Keep an eye on Presh. What's Presh doing? All right. All right. Yes, I can see you now, Presh. Well, I'm going to tell you. Oh. Okay, well, there you go. That sounds good. That sounds good. All right, Presh. Let me see. I'll get you in here. Woo. Oh, Lord. Let me just go down the list a little bit. I see you now. I do. I don't know why you weren't showing up. Now you are, though. I saw you when it first came in. Yeah, there you go, Charlene. It's it's almost like you got to be secure in who resonates with you. You look for your soul family, right? Hi, Mandy. How are you? No, I don't think I did. I just saw you, Mandy. You just popped up. All right. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well. Yeah, this could be why. All right. So your card today is the snake. Okay. So, which is interesting because the Scorpio are coming in to November. It's their month, first month. But the snake is representing what you need to intake. Like take the yucky stuff, the negativity, and allow it to go through you to process and come back out so that it's positives. But in the process of doing this, you're going to become stronger. It's like taking the poison in, or it's like taking, you have like when I was a kid, chicken pox, right? My mom, yep, everybody's got chicken pox, right? And it makes you stronger. It's not fun how you get it, or you like with the snake that the poison would come in. But know that it's only going to make you stronger to process through it. And it's also going to make you more aware of what you can trust around you. So you'll also be bringing in what I call the snake medicine. And if you go over to my website, bearmedicineWalker.com, and then go under the We Are All Related deck, you can scroll down and you'll find more of what the snake is. But this is what I'm seeing. And it's very important that you don't. Okay, so literally they're saying, like, don't cut the head off the snake. You need to intake what it is, good, bad, or indifferent. And it might not be pleasant, but what it's going to do, it's going to make you stronger. So it's something that you may need to be more aware of that's occurring in your life right now, but you're safe. And the ancestors are always around you, but this is really important. And I literally see like the snake coming out to bite. So I want to say what they're showing me is it's not on from your inner circle. It's kind of somebody trying to get closer to you and what you do or who you are. So it's going to come out of left field, and it's okay because you'll be okay. Just let that process through. You're strong enough to take care of whatever it is. And it's not actually physically going to come in, but it's going to be like emotionally and energetically, I guess would be a way to put it. Okay, so you got it on your side, and that's what's going on. Okay, yes, Brenda Coleman, Impress. I hope that resonates for you. Yes, I did. I read for you. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to wait until this is done, and then you can go through and you'll see your name on the screen, so you can fast forward through it, and then you can hear the reading. I don't remember what I said. Okay, so. Okay, I will give you, I'll give you one. The stones! I want to get a pair of those shoes, Mandy. I don't know if you saw it or not. Skechers put out a line of shoes from the Rolling Stones. And I was like, yeah. Oh, that's okay. You can go on the forklift. That's good. It's all good. I'm not yelling at you. The read's still there. All right, here you go, Mandy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you're the third person today, love, to get this card, and it is the horse. Okay, now for you, it's the opposite. For you, I'm feeling everything's been closed in very tightly, and I literally see the horse in the stall, so it's not been able to get out. But what I'm being told is open the door, and you're kind of in control of it or how you react to things. Open the door a little bit, get out of the stall and walk around in the barn, and then take slow steps, because this is what I'm being shown. Then the next step, after you're kind of familiar with what the inside of the barn is and the stall door is open and you're still getting fed, you're still cared for, then you open that door and you go into the pasture within the fence line. Once you get out there and you're able to come back and go back in and go back out, you'll begin to balance more and be stronger. And I'm not seeing any crazy energy from this horse at all. It's just very calmly walking out, eating in the pasture, just very safe and careful. But you'll be able to get out to that pasture, but not out of the pasture yet. And that is the card I pulled for you today, and I hope it resonates. Thanks for popping on. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Yeah. They always want to make sure you hear it. Ooh. Ooh, what's that? Okay. Rihanna, I can surely give you a card. I will do. I will do. I will do. All right. Let's see what I get for you. Why does that name ring a bell with me? I don't know. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, somebody else I think got this card too today. So in the beginning of the reads. Okay, so your card today is also the Scarab. Okay, so for you, you've been doing the work. Okay, Scarab is about cleaning out, restoring, making room for positives to come in. And I feel like you've been doing that kind of work. You've been kind of pushing the things you don't need. You're cutting away the stuff that doesn't resonate from the past anymore. You realize that you learned from it, but you can't go back and relive it. So this is about that space being made for you now within your sacred circle, within your soul's energy, to be able to attract the positive. So they're kind of saying, like, good work, you're doing good work. Make sure you continue a little bit, because you still got a little bit going on in there that you want to get rid of. Just trust in the process is what I'm being told for you. Trust in the process. Okay. All right. That's your card today, and I hope it resonates for you. Thanks so much for popping on today. So, guys, I love you all. I've been on here an hour and 20 minutes already. Wow, that went by fast, didn't it? It just really, really went by fast. So tomorrow, Holly Jenkins and myself will be on Spiritually Paranormal, and I think possibly there's going to be a special Spiritually Paranormal later in the week, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow. And for now, it's Bear out, and I'll see you tomorrow or next week. Take care, guys. Have a great week.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, Bear, Mom Bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, Bear, Mom Bear, Mom Bear.